All right, so I just finished editing tonight. We got from page 72 to 82. Um, and this is usually the part of the script that falls apart for most movies. The back end of the second act. And usually what that means is it either gets really, really boring or it's kind of pointless to the actual story. And you usually lose the audience. People are, you know how oftentimes you watch a movie and you'll be like, oh, it could have been 30 minutes shorter or 45 minutes shorter. Usually it's this section. Usually it's the back end of the second act for those like 20 minutes before the climax, or before the big second act, the third act break. So anyway, so I was rereading this part and so I got a little bit of feedback how this part was slower, really when this part should be picking up. And I disagreed, it shouldn't be picking up because the whole movie is moving very, very fast. And this part is kind of the first part of the movie where he's going after the bad guy. The rest of the movie, he's been getting chased by the bad guy. He's been trying to figure out what's happening. Now he's like, all right, we're gonna go and find this guy, and find out why I'm getting framed and why he's trying to kill us. And so it's more detective-y, right? It's more Philip Marlowe, if you watch that. But Long Goodbye, great fucking movie. It's one of my big inspirations to this. It's a Philip Marlowe movie. Main character is a PI named Philip Marlowe. Anyway, so that's what I've been editing, and I figured out a better way to tie in Mary, our lead female character's personality better to this inflection point. I don't mean personality, I mean character. For example, she's trying to become a surgeon. She's a resident. And we learn a little bit about her in this brief stint of vulnerability. But then also what I did too was I made it more... I mean, everything's getting ruined, it's fine. But basically what I also made it feel like the stakes got even higher. Because the whole point during this film is, for the first half you're watching this and you're rooting for this guy. And then the second half you start to see the breaks in his judgment of his reality, right? And you start to see the mishaps where he thinks he's being a hero, he's saving someone, when really he's taking them hostage, right? And we as the audience can see that, and we start to lose faith in the character. We start to lose, we start to dislike him. We almost start to root for him to fail. And that stems from because in the beginning we were complicit in this journey for him. And now in the second half of the movie, we ourselves are angry that we were supporting this character. Now I'm playing a dangerous game because that could turn a lot of people away at that midpoint. People could shut it off. But I find it, if you can keep it really, really interesting, and if people can latch on to another character, which would be Mary, it makes for a really interesting dialogue between yourself. So anyway, so that's what I ended up doing today. I had to pack up all my belongings, everything, because I'm moving tomorrow. And that took a little bit longer than I thought. Unfortunately, my mom is not letting me take this chair. I can't really see it from here, but it's a womb chair. It's very comfortable. I like it. It's been in my room for 5 years. No one else sits on it but me. Anyway, but I get it. Hopefully she lets me take my lamp. Maybe. But, so, yeah, that's my day. And that's my update on making this movie one day at a time. So, see you guys tomorrow.